put that back on my rack. Now my rack is complete. Do want to eventually sell the bellicose, probably to my cousin. But there they are. Turn off this guy and turn these on. If I can remember where the... There we go. And the bellicose is at batteries because it's always technically on. I wish I could change... Damn, it's like... It's not like readjusting to the light, which is a shame. But yeah, everything's pretty bright. So, I have the flash on. Now that's on, I can feel my hair like in my face. And we're gonna do this. So, this is our chopping block. I have lighting here, some backlighting, some kind of forward lighting, and some ambient lighting. And then the lighting from this. So hopefully that'll be enough. This I picked up in 2012, I think. No, 2010 I picked this up from Florida. It's just a metal sheet with the Superman thing on the back. I don't know what exactly it's for. It's magnetic. Maybe you put it on your fridge or something. But I have been using it for a long time for my soldering my soldering hardware. And I am going to be putting, as the title suggests, these two guys, the Epoch, which I have in red, and the Silver Knight, which I have in silver. And I'm going to be putting these guys on the chopping block to have a LED transplant. And I'm doing this because red is my main color, and this is going to be my main saber. And instead of just buying another one, I'm just going to transfer the LEDs. But in order to do that, I'm going to have to snip some wires. And in that process of snipping wires, I'm going to use these guys, which are going to be cables for that. So I can do it more efficiently. And if I ever want to switch back or switch around either these two or future ones, I'm going to do the same thing with this guy. This right now has an indigo in it. I am going to put a purple into it eventually, and while that is not much of a difference, the indigo is going to go into a Revan lightsaber, which I'm going to get down the road. Not going to get it anytime soon. But, so these two are more important because I want this to be my main, and that other one over there, the Bane, to be my secondary. And we're going to put these on the chopping block. So there's that. Move my tripod for a better view. Oh, good. That's really straight. So we put that up a little bit. There we go. Actually, let me get a higher vantage point, and then point that down again. There we go. That looks a lot better. Perfect. A little off kilter, but you know what? It gets the job done. So I have the light, so I know if the thing is off or not. And I have this trusty chair over here, so I can put my stuff there. So this is my soldering stand. Fill that up with a little water on my sponge. There we go. Watch the sponge grow a little bit. Not growing that much. It's wet enough now, I'm sure, but you know, I'll be working on this for probably a good 40 minutes. Hopefully I can record most of it. I do want to do it as quick as possible. And then I'm going to plug this guy in over here. And this one is a roller. It has 3 LEDs to help for focus and lighting. And this tip is the best tip I've ever had. And it's the one that came with it. Plug that in over here. Make sure you have a decent amount of slack in this guy. And I'm going to put that right here with the wire on that side. Come on, wire on this side. You can see the LEDs are on now since it is on. Also a good indicator. tighten that up a little bit. I can smell it turning on. And so these guys, I bought these guys. Hopefully they'll watch here. Thank you. Serve me well. We're only going to need a couple. Those are the ins. And these are the outs. Do 3 of those for now, each. Put those on the side here. We need to look at them. Not to be the main focus. And we have all of our Allen wrenches for the surgery. And let me just look at my table real quick. That's not going to happen, I hope, again. Yeah, this looks good. Okay, cool. Let's get to it. So, the epoch I already have had a little bit of an issue with. I did try to look at the LED one time, and I think I smushed a wire. This neck right here is a little tight to go into, and all the wires have to go pull through there. And what you had to do, this guy, it's on the floor now, so I'm not going to touch this for a while, was make sure that the battery was nice and tight. Pull tight over here, pull it through. So when we take the LED out, this is going to go in a little bit. And we're of course going to take out the battery. Not that it's going to really shock us too much if we accidentally set it off. But safety is safety. Put it down there, not going to use that. We're going to have to test it before I fully put it back in, just to make sure that it's okay. But the only real concern I have is the cord that goes from the switch to the LED. And the reason for that is, I have no idea how to put in or take this out. This must be epoxied in or something. So if I fuck this up, I have to send this back and get it fixed. And I will have to pay them since I am dismantling it and voiding the warranty, obviously. So, we have that. And let's just take all our stuff off. And then we'll meet up when, actually, before I do that, let's do the same to the Silver Knight. And I'm hoping that this guy is going to be easier since the, what do you call it? I want to call it the fuselage, but I guess it's just the hilt is a fatter hilt all around, just because of this shroud, and also because there's no thin neck like there is over here on the F-Off. Put that down here. I'm not going to need it. Oh wow, the battery is way further in, and this actually does not stop it at all from, and that's super tight. It's not stop the battery at all from coming out. I did loosen it, but it really wasn't in the way. Wow, they're getting more efficient with this. With the stuff. I bought this back in August. I bought this, I just got this in the mail last week. So they are definitely streamlining the process for space. So I'm hoping, okay, I see it. The switch is literally a screw assembly that they screw in. So yeah, I'm not going to be able to get that out unless I go in there with pliers and start to twist it. And even then, I might damage the threads. So not something I want to do. I don't know if you can kind of see that. Hopefully you can. Yeah, so that's not something I want to fuck around with. But anyways, so let's take off the battery. Here. It's in pretty fucking tight. Oh my, this is super tight. What the hell do these guys do? I remember when I got this guy, the battery came separately. They didn't even put the battery in yet. Looks like they're changing their battery, not brand, but damn it, shit. They didn't even take this thing off. Last I know, it wasn't even supposed to have that. That makes it super tight. Didn't even take the plastic sheath off the entire thing. It's like legit new. Maybe you're supposed to keep that on because mine's starting to come off. Actually, I should take that back up. Anyways, so there's that. And so I'll dismantle everything right now, and uh, it'll be fast forward so you'll see. But I'm gonna just explode everything as much as I can. But I still have the emitters in, so we'll go from there. So I think with this guy in general, it's harder because the LED structure is like here. Like all the electronics from the Saber are here down. That's only what 7 inches, and then this guy, the LED is up here. Uh, so that's 9 inches almost of all the hardware that's in here. Although this is a little bit up, so I guess it's another 8 inches. But they're about the same size too. It's just that there's like a 2 inch offset from when all the stuff starts. There's just like so much. This is all empty in here basically. That's what I'm saying. So this is gonna be a little bit harder just because I have to pull it up through more in order to take the LED out. So let's just see how much room they gave us for getting the LED out. Oh, looks like they continue to use the small one, the LED. Oh, okay. Do not want to lose this guy. In fact, I want to put it back in. Oh wow. And this is a lot smaller, I think, than this one. But we'll find out in a moment. Okay, so these are about the same size. You'll notice this one has a resistor on it. I guess they wired that back down further. Pulling this not too hard. Okay, push this through. Okay, so that's about as much room as I'm going to get, which makes things a little bit more difficult. And okay, it's about the same amount. I think this goes to the switch, which is the critical part that I do not want to fucking pull on. This one, I don't know why this has the resistors there. It goes into 2 holes. It doesn't look like there's any resistors in there. So that's that. They're both exploded now. Is we want to put the 2 wires. We want to cut them right about here. Let this one back through a little bit. Gonna give it some space. We want to cut these about right here. Put the LED end with these, and then put the receiving end, the hilt end, with this. And this is polarized. You can only put it in one way, which is this way. And it snaps in like that. So I'm essentially making a quick change thing, which they do offer, but I did not get because it was not available. This was not available on the Saberforge website. It was only available on Etsy, which they did not offer that. So I'm forced to do it, and I figured since I was going to do it this way, I might as well get all my other ones without it, even though I did get them all through Etsy anyway. It was an option on the table, but since, like the Bane, I think I can only get through Etsy at the time that I bought it, and I was thinking already about buying this one. I was thinking about buying this one, so I looked at the other ones that I wanted to buy, and I saw that the quick change is not available on Etsy, so I just bought the regular and plan to do it myself, which is what's happening now. So I do a 3, but I only need 2. I might even just do the Bane after this just to do it, even though I'm not going to be switching anything. So I'm going to have to remember that this is the red one, and this is the white one. So we want to cut it in a place that is going to be easy for me to do. I need my pliers anyway. Let's do it. One at a time. Down on the side. That way we have the room and thinking space. So right about here probably. The blue wire, which just shrunk back down in here. Right. Blue wire, we want to not do that. Okay, there we go, perfect. Difficult. Oh shit! Well, there it goes. Now I'm fucked. Like legit, now I'm fucked. I have to figure out how to put that back onto the Switch, which is probably not going to happen. So there you go. That's how you fuck it up. I knew it was going to happen. But, like legit though, these are real shitty wires. Not blaming it on the wires, but okay, now that happens. But I had to do a lot to get that fucking little guy out there. So, I'm going to look up to see if I can get this guy out somehow. If I need a tool, I'll have to get the tool. No, no, that was to here. Oh, thank God. Thank God indeed. Okay. That, not a cancel the program, but so that black wire went to the ground out for the LED. So right, no, that's the power. Red is the positive end, so that's the ground out. Okay, so red is the switch end. Good to know. Hopefully that's the same for these guys. But that means that I have to be very fucking delicate with this one. This I could fix. Or, you know, I could just surpass the switch at all. I don't want to fucking do that for this guy, because this one's going to be my lantern, which is why I'm doing this to begin with. So it'll have the white LED. Okay, that was gross. There was just so much plastic that I had to melt in order to solder that through. Ugh, so gross. So, there's that. Let me put some more white on it. So, there's that. I soldered it together. This is going to be a little bit better because it's a longer cord. I just need to do the same thing on this end right here. We want to snip it right here so we have plenty of wire for the other side. It's going to be a little uneven. That's okay. I think that'll be perfect right there. Especially after I take that up, it'll be fine. So what I like to do is twist them together like this. Usually a little bit better if I have more sway room. And then if there's more room, I pair it off like that. And that's what I would usually duct tape it. Or I'm gonna do that's what I usually electrical tape it. So I'm gonna solder these two together, bend it, and then I'd wrap it. And let's make sure we refocus on the table. Sorry. Jeez, I'm hitting everything. Alright, so and for a twist like this, just a little bit. Don't need that much at all. Just to get it, like sealed together. There we go. That's plenty. You could barely even notice the oh, come on, I'm hitting everything. Barely even notice that there's solder there. Oh, come on, right here. Right here. Right here. There we go. So you can see the solder, which is a little shiny, and that's it. That's all you really need. It's together now. And so we want to do the same thing for the other pair right here. There we go. Heat it up for a while, that way it'll melt down through the threads. And then we're done. That's it. That is our LED. I'm going to bend this way, more natural that way, and that way. And then we're going to wrap all three of these connections before we put it back in. But even we could even, like wrap this type of thing, and that way all of this is just, don't touch it. But since we fucked up on here, we have to thread this back through, which won't be as hard as rethreading the switch wire, which is now the hard part. Okay, perfect. That's that. A little bit of a weird wire right there because of the, come on, of the power. But if I pull that down, it becomes even, and nicely so. And so there we go. There we have it. So out of curiosity, I am going to unwrap this, put in the battery, and watch it go. Battery is in. Push forward a little bit, so I have more slack. Put this in. There's only one way to put it in. So you'll notice that the red is on the red side and the black's on the black side, as it is supposed to be. And beautiful. It works. So I did something right in my life. Alright, there we go, good. And it's not easy to take off, but don't want to pull on the wires. Maybe I do want to pull on the wires. Alright, cool. So, that LED is now interchangeable with this lightsaber, which it used to be owner to. So great. This lightsaber's all set. Minus the pushing this back in junk. Pain in the ass. But we did that before by just pulling this through, and then the switch wire, you just have to, especially with this one's a little difficult since there's so much room for that. But we're just going to leave this in for now. Push it up through. Pull this back through. Pull this through. Side. Perfect. Okay, good. Leave that right there. Put that over here. Done with that. Now, the one that I really don't want to fuck up on. Put this LED over here. Move this back over here. Oh, I need to wrap that too. Let me do that real quick. Alright, there we go. So for the red LED, I'm going to do this with the white LED too, but this guy is all one module, so I just taped up the individual leads and then taped up both the wires so they're in one strand, kind of. It's a little off because the wires are different lengths, but it will work for what it needs to work for, which is number 2. So, the red one is the switch wire. White one is the battery wire. This is true. Tested it now. And so, we're going to see if we can cut this. This is a little bit tighter. A little bit more difficult. Right there. And then with this guy, I can actually put it, undo this tape here. It's shrink wrapping. I do not see a seam for. So we're just going to cut it right in the middle. And see if we can unshrink to wrap this shit. I'm going to do it with my teeth. That was difficult. Oh wow, this wire is higher gauge and more quality. So I guess they're using better wire. It doesn't look like it's better wire, but it is. That scared me a little bit. I thought I pulled off some of the, and that was hard too, because I had to really put my fingernail in there. You could actually see my fingernail went through the plastic a little bit. Because if I were pulling that directly with my teeth on, I was afraid I was going to pull that right off the switch. Alright, so that's that. Twist these strands as much as possible. Twist these strands as much as possible, although this is still layered with the solder in this guy. So, yeah. Work your teeth a little bit, otherwise, pull straight. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can melt that solder like right now, just to do it. Melt it to a little bit more manageable of a area. There we go. That way it's not a block, it's more of a nub, if you will. And I'm kind of worried about this LED. So these are as big as the strand leads are going to have to be. Yeah. If I go too much more, I'm going to start pulling up strands. So That will have to do it unless I want to melt this. Oh, gross. Gross, gross. Get away from me. It smells so bad. I hate fucking the smell of burning plastic. It's just worst. It did shrink a little bit. Gave me a little bit more strand room, which is perfect. And so good. We're well on our way to getting this guy where we need to go. So, this guy's all set right now. We can easily do both of these right now. A lot better, but since instead of this one, because this one had the weird fucking shit right there. I'm really hoping that I can go around the bottom of this. That's going to be difficult. But anyway, so red, red, black, black, and we're good. This is the wrong side. There we go. On the receiving end for this. All right, fancy schmancy. Got that done. Let it blow off. Wrap it in the wires are still hot. Wrap it in the E-tape here. This lightsaber's all set. So, technically, I should be able to plug the battery in. This. The battery should fit as well. I'm going to use that one. That one needs to be decopped or something. Would be nice to eventually be able to charge these without having to take them out. So I'll have to wire up. So, this should be getting power. These leads are now lined up, which they are. Great. And, oh, beautiful. Getting red out of this guy. Cool. So I'm going to do this on my own. The white one, I'm going to put it in there, and I'll show you guys what happens when they're both done. But yeah, I'm just going to do the same thing. This guy, this one was harder. So that one will be easier, because I'm just popping it right on, soldering both ends, wrapping them together, both the same length. And then we're good. So this is beautiful. The only issue I'll have is just threading it back through. And I don't think that'll be that bad. I'll be able to get this to go in on either side of this, on the threaded bolt that the switch inhabits. So great. Thanks for watching. I'll just show you the end results. And that'll be that. This has been a long video. So I ran into a bit of a snag. Oh, that is on. So I ran into a bit of a snag. Because of this choke. See if it'll work. And then maybe like one on the tape. Just see. Let's do it. There. After that. Oh, there. So it's not so much that the LED has a hard time going in. Oh shit, I can't do that because the LED is going in. Damn it, see that, therein lies the problem. I can't fucking, pull this up through. I can only get it up to right here. I have to bend it again, but I can't because this is what I have to have. Shit, like this. something difficult. I did exactly what I said I needed to do. Uh, so it's sticking out a smidge, but I did need to have that plug block go vertically into this area right here. Because there's plenty of room. Like it goes right there, so there's plenty of room. I just need to get it straight. I think it was going sideways before. So let's get the emitter plug and plug that in. See how it looks. That's close enough. I'm happy with that. Cool. Great. Done. Nice. So I'll come back in a second. All right. So they're both done. Move that way. Boom. Arctic silvery. And boom. Red. Beautiful. Really wish they didn't buzz out the camera, but that's that. I mean, awesome. They both work. that's as much as I could expect. And you'll notice that the red is a little bit longer. That's because the distance that they're both 32s, but this one's in like 3 more inches, and it makes a little bit of a difference. The bottom of the blade is here for this one. The bottom of the blade for that is like there. So, well, that's it. Thanks for watching. I had fun with this, for the most part. And so like I'm glad this is my dark side saber, because if I were a dark Jedi, I'd have a silver blade, and my light side Jedi is red and purple, which is my Bane over here. Which I might as well pop over here. Let me pause this, and there we are. That's the Bane with it. That's my indigo. Looks kind of purpley. Turn off this and turn this off. Yeah, it's violety. It actually has 3 blues and 1 red. It looks very violety, but in person it's actually more blue. That's my offhand for my Jedi, my main hand for my Jedi, and my only saber for my dark side. I'm gonna get a 37-inch. This is gonna be a 2-hander eventually. So that's it. Those are my babies. Worked hard to get to not only purchase them, but also to, customize them. So there's that. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.